LoveHolidays is a online travel agent. It's one of the fastest growing ones in Europe currently, and we primarily sell flight and hotel vacations in UK and Ireland. We have generally around 5 million unique users a month right now. Been using Fastly now for over 8 years and generally have found them to be the fastest CDN. And primarily the main reason for us having them at LoveHolidays was configurability, observability and performance. Enabling us to continuously configure and tweak the platform is something that we want to constantly do. And I think the observability piece is really key. We want to have all the data, we want to be able to visualize it, but we also want to have it on our side and the log streaming platform. And then naturally the performance of Fastly is pretty much unparalleled in the CDN space. And so because we care about performance and it affects our conversion rate, we want to maintain that kind of level of performance. I think as our website gets more complex and as we add more features, we still want to continue to deliver something really fast and responsive. And so we're always thinking about new ways that we can do that. I think it's a pretty important space primarily because it affects SEO and it affects our conversion rate quite a bit. I think another one is experimentation, and so we've built our experimentation platform on the edge, and we want to continue to evolve that, and we want to continue to give teams and like market teams the ability to experiment at speed and actually get feedback from the customers. And then the third one really is about the digital experience. I think the travel space is pretty big. There's some really big players in it, and we want to continue to kind of deliver a really exciting experience that helps you find the right vacation at the right time. With Fastly, we saw kind of an 18% performance improvement on time to first byte, which is pretty impressive. And then I think the other one that we've just recently started doing analysis on is AVIF, which is the new image format. We've seen 10 to 15% reduction in image size for like all of our core images, and vacations are pretty image heavy, so it's really important that we actually continuously reduce that size and then reduce our bandwidth usage. Fastly's deployment mechanisms are really powerful. We use Terraform to manage both Computer Edge and our normal Fastly service, and engineers can constantly push things straight into staging and see their changes practically immediately and then roll it into production very confidently. And I think additionally to that, with the experimentation platform now on the edge, it lets us roll out experiments within like a minute, and so that immediate change to be able to actually add a new feature onto the site within a minute of like deploying it is pretty powerful. Fastly focuses a lot on performance as a CDN, and I think we're always kind of pushing the boundaries of how much faster we can go with it. One of the main ones that we did was with our Computer Edge platform. We constantly changed it and adapted it based on Fastly's engineering feedback, but also just on our discovery, and we got our experimentation platform down to like under a microsecond of like running it, which is really, really fast. I think what's next is going to be very interesting around like consent management for GDPR, using that on the edge, and then probably actually moving a lot more logic into Computer Edge so that it's more configurable, but it's also more well understood by actual engineers. So the Fastly team is super responsive to talk about things and actually ideate on new ideas. So I think we spend a lot of time trying to come up with different ways of approaching things, and the Fastly team's always there to help or come up with different solutions. We have a really close relationship with a bunch of the engineers there, and it's I think it's quite fun to see how both our side and their side tend to work together on problems, and that's how we kind of got to the experimentation platform that we're currently at, and soon we'll be exploring like GraphQL at the edge and how do we do that properly. And so we're happy to have a good relationship with them so that we can constantly come up with better ideas. With LoveHolidays, the idea that we're getting someone to like their dream destination and getting them on a vacation is pretty exciting, but being able to do that and focusing on like a really amazing engineering culture and actually being able to focus not just on new features but on actually building a scalable platform is a lot of fun. I'm very proud of the team that I work with, and the stuff that they're doing is kind of like first of its kind, and so trying to constantly push that technology barrier and test and try new things is really exciting, especially when you then see the impact and the benefit on the customer, which is, you know, it's easier for them to book a new vacation and they're coming back to us and not to their competitors.